Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Philo Talk with Prasasti. The prime purpose of this show is to elucidate how philosophy is intrinsically connected with our daily lives and how philosophical guidance can make our living better. So let's start. Today I am going to discuss 5 easy philosophical tips that preserve happiness and mental peace. Nowadays, mental peace and happiness both become extinct entities. In addition to the competitive race of survival, we are now struggling for our survival of existence due to the novel pandemic COVID-19. The usual way of living has been changed. Social distancing and travel restrictions have hugely affected our mental and social lives. In next few minutes, I will talk about 5 easy stops which we need to adapt to preserve our mental peace and happiness. First, stop thinking about happiness. Yes, you heard it right. There is a paradox of happiness which is called Sedgwick's paradox. In a nutshell, the paradox is saying that the more you are concerned about happiness, the more you are going far from it. Happiness is completely an abstract entity which cannot be measured. So stop striving for happiness. Now the second step is stop expecting. According to Buddhist philosophy, the root cause of our unhappiness comes from the uncontrollable expectations and desires. The more you expect something, the more you get attached to it. Now you may wonder, if you don't expect anything, how can you motivate yourself? Let me clear one thing here. Expecting something and aiming for something are completely different from each other. When you are expecting something, your sole focus will be on the result. However, when you are aiming for something, you are actually concentrating on the means to achieve that goal. Here, following Karmavada of Indian philosophy and Kantian notion of Western philosophy, I advise that we should focus on our work or duty rather than the result. Now the third step is stop comparing. I believe this is the most important step to preserve our mental peace and happiness. Stop comparing yourself with others people's life. Believe me, everyone is struggling their own battle of survival. If you don't have the comprehensive idea of other people's life and their struggles, just stop judging them right now from your personal perspective. Instead of comparing with others, why not set a goal for yourself? Try to be a better version of yourself in every sense, which includes the betterment of professional skills to the betterment of social and moral virtues such as wisdom, honesty, courage, benevolence. Following the virtue theorist Aristotle, a person with profound self-knowledge and focused vocation makes the world a better place around her by her choice of living. Now the next step is stop finding faults in others. I know it is quite easy to tell whether to execute in real life, since we are by nature egocentric species. We always keen to blame others since it is extremely easy to do. Rather, introspect your own self or retrospect the whole situation. Here, following philosopher Smith, my advice is whenever you concur with such confronting situations, start practicing switching your position from the egocentric subject person to the unbiased judge and retrospect the whole situation again unbiasedly and calmly. Now the final and most important step is never stop forgiving. In daily life, often you have to face some unpleasant situations where you may feel that your trust has been broken. You got cheated and hurt from a person once you believed. In those unfortunate scenarios, instead of demeaning that person, try to detach yourself to heal faster. On top of everything, if you want to move over from that uncomfortable state of mind, just forgive that person, but never forget that lesson you have learned. Forgiveness is one of the greatest virtues that soothes your mind and imbues yourself with divine peace. At the end of the day, no material gains last. What really matters is your mental peace and inner happiness. So, what are you waiting for? Start following these 5 easy philosophical tips today and let me know if you are feeling any change in your life.